Okay, in this video, hopefully this is going to go fairly quick. Um, we're going to discuss artwork. Uh, I've been doing this for quite a while, and most of the 90% of the time, the artwork I get is uh, it's really bad, extremely low resolution, not usable. Um, and you need to have good artwork in order to put on products because it'll tell you if the resolution is too low. So, and you want them a good size. So I know in the past here, Tatiana, she didn't have a store, but let's say all of a sudden she decided she wanted a store. So we'll go into pages. Um, Now we've deleted the footer part of the store, but that's okay. It'll work fine for this tutorial. So we'll go into merch store. We'll put it back. It was already in there. We'll just show it in the menu now. Publish that. Okay. Now if we go back to the home page, we should have our store back in. There it is. Okay. All right. We're going to use Kittl is what we're going to use. So if you've seen the other tutorials, you would have seen this. This is where we move this out for the mobile in order um, to get it to go closer to the middle and zoom out a little bit. So if you think you're going to just use this logo that it's already on Tatiana's site, a terrible idea. So let's grab and look at the whole thing. It's 144 pixels by 144 pixels. We want this to be like 3,600 pixels and 300 DPI. What we're going to do here is we're going to do more than just this one um, piece. But so this is your artboard. We're going to move it back again. Remember, make it nice and close like that. So there's no or very little space all the way around. That's the way it should look. Okay. So we're going to grab the whole thing again. We're going to make sure this is selected because that makes sure that if you adjust the height, it's going to adjust the width at the same. So the height we say 3,600. And we're going to have to zoom out, obviously. Now oops. What did we do wrong there? That's okay. We can fix it. I'm not sure why let's pull this down here. Oh, we hit because it has width. If you notice, it has width. Yeah, I don't know why it did that. Anyways, now we can see it. I'm gonna put this back on and see if we can't fix that. 3,600. Oh, it did the same thing. I'm not sure why it's doing that, but anyways, we will find another way of doing it. Sorry about that. These do have limitations. Um, I think it's 10,000 or something. If you're zooming in or zooming out, what's that, 3,900? Okay, something like that's probably pretty good. All right. And then make sure if you're zooming in or zooming out, make sure you have something selected on your screen so it knows where to zoom in. Okay, there is the exact same graphic, but obviously it's not the same size. So let's say she wanted to start selling mugs or something with that on there. So we're going to export it. Make sure it says 300 DPI. Double check the size. You want to have a decent size. Remove background, even though there is no background. Export that. Go back over to the website, and then this time go to admin, and then we're going to go to decorated products. I did sort of go through this on another tutorial, but I didn't really get into the graphics issues. So anyway, so we're going to create a decorated product. And we're just going to select this mug. Don't worry, you'll have more products on your, this is because I'm just starting this here. So anyway, select the mug. Okay, there's our mug. We want to add the design, so we want to upload that one we just did. We don't have any designs uploaded yet. Double check when you hover over top of your design that it makes sense. If you can see there, it shows that it's 2283 by 2408. It's going to be a fairly decent size, whatever it is that you're uploading. Say okay. This will take a little bit. I mean, there's obviously not a lot of information on this particular item because it's only one color and blah, blah, blah. Make sure you don't upload anything that's copyright. Make sure you have permission to use it. On Kittl, you remember you're allowed to use it. Say okay. All right. This shows the actual size of the image on whatever the product, whether it's a shirt or a hoodie or whatever it is. It shows the actual size. This information right here will show you if you're trying to put up a crappy image. I probably could upload like that mobile phone image so you can see what it looks like, but that's what that's going to show you is if it's crappy. If you don't I'll just show you over here. Where was that? If you don't remove this space, if you don't push your artboard in, if your artboard looks like this, right? That's going to be on the design. So yes, you're not going to see anything there, but that box, when you go to try and put it into the product, is going to have that on there. So that's why you want to make sure your artboard is, reasonably, not crazy, but reasonably close to where your graphic is. Let's quickly set that back. Okay, let's go back over here, because if you try and stick it out of there, you're going to get an error message saying that you set your graphic outside. So basically, if we didn't adjust that artboard, that square would be, theoretically could be bigger than the square of this bounding box. So anyway, so we'll stick it about there. And these are your alignment tools over there to stick it in the center and then stick it in the center. And that's what your product would look like. So we can go to save and continue. That's a really basic about doing one design. Sorry about that. Here you put a name. Again, if you wanted to go to ChatGPT and ask for it to give you, can you give me a name for a mug with your logo? And then automatically it knows that you're talking about Tatiana's. And then you can do the same thing for a description. description. And it knows what you're talking about. So anyways, you can do that and copy and paste that. Remember, Control V to copy it. You know what? Let's not be lazy and let's just stick that in there. So it only takes a couple minutes. Control V. And we'll go back and get that title. It's up here somewhere. Tatiana's signature sip. Nice. Okay. Mug. All right, there you go. This here option here, this is to make sure that nobody can add their name or they can't customize it in any way. So chances are you're going to be shutting that off. Save and continue. There is only one color, so we don't have to select colors. We are going to do another one from scratch here in a second. Save and continue. Okay, and then we can save. And then we go into manage and go to configure. You can select, you can put, make categories and put it in a category. But what we're going to talk about here, well, there's two things we can talk about there, is this is the pricing. So by default, you're going to have an automatic markup for every single product, but you can change it. So take this off. And we're going to sell this. How much should we sell this mug for? $19.99. A little bit pricey, but whatever. So on that mug, your markup, your commission is $7.99. There is we have to pay for the transaction fee for the credit card. So your total commission will be $7.27 for every one of those mugs that sell. But you don't have to do anything other than once you've done this, then you're done. And the rest of it is up to me to obviously physically make the mug and make sure it gets shipped to where it's supposed to go and blah, blah, blah. And that's it. That's how you do that. So now we're just going to quickly go through, hopefully quickly, go back over to Kittl. And let's go to templates. And I don't think we're going to be able to find something, but we'll take a look. So hair, or not hair, I keep thinking it's a hair salon. It's a nail salon, right? Nail salon. I doubt it'll have anything, but I just want to see if I can find something quick. Get my fingers moving. I don't know. I can't imagine anybody buying a shirt from a hair salon, but who knows, right? Possibly with their logo on it, and I think that's probably what I'm going to have to do because I can't find something really quickly. But I will talk about, go back to the Kittl homepage. So if you take a template, if you get a template that you know that you're going to edit from Kittl, let's say this, what's this, whatever this is, we'll start off with this. The first thing you want to check is you want to know how big is this, how big is the artboard, how big is this graphic. That's probably the most important thing that you want to know. Okay. Obviously, we're probably not going to have that for a, for a nail salon, but that's all right. We can still. So we grab everything. It's 1200 by 1200. Let's see if this. Very strange why that does that. Anyways. Oh no, that was right. We are just going to move it ourselves. There you go. Now we can lock that in. And we can select everything on this artboard. We can make it bigger. Now be careful when you do this. If it's an actual picture, the picture's not getting better. It's just it's just getting bigger. These are graphics, so these are probably vector graphics. So you can make them whatever size you want. Okay. So we're just gonna edit this. What was her name? Keep forgetting that. Tatiana. Obviously, you're not going to make a. Oh, it's in there twice because there's a background too. We are going to delete that because that's not going to help our. So let's just pretend that says Tatiana. So you're going to edit that, and then you're going to select your artboard. So you're going to make whatever edits you want for your diagram. You're going to select your artboard. You're going to take the color out of the artboard. So you have a blank image. You're probably going to group this. Okay. And then remember, your artboard, you want it to be basically the size of your graphic. Okay. Squeeze that in a bit. And I'm sorry, this is a ridiculous looking graphic, but in here also you can, we'll ungroup it. I'll just show you really quickly. Obviously you can change the colors in here. So I selected the picture of this kid. You can take this kid out and stick another image in here. If you come over here to elements, you can do a search for an element. Nails. Probably going to give me the wrong kind of nails. So you could take this out, delete this, and we could put this in. Oops. Put this in here if you wanted to. Whatever, you do whatever you want. This would be literally the ugliest shirt of the year award. Remember your alignment tools. Keep everything in the center. You know what? This is bothering me a lot, so I'm going to change this font just because it looks terrible. I don't care what font is. Nice. Let's remove the nice transformation. What happened to our stretch that out? Yeah, nice shirt. Anyways, it's not really the point. You can change the color, you can change the font, whatever you want for the graph. Unfortunately, a nail salon is not a good example for a template. So anyways, so we're gonna go export. Oh, make sure you put a name in here. So it's really lazy if you don't. fingers. And then export it. Double check this. You want this 300 DPI. That's if you have an account with them. I think you can only use 72 if you're if you have a free account. And then I always select this just out of habit and export it. Okay. Let's go back to here. So we already know how to upload it. The only thing else I want to show you, I just want to show you if you go to make a new product, and we'll try using we'll try using that, you know, the original graphic that we use for the mobile phone. So select a product, and I'll just show you a couple other things in here. Okay, so this is just a regular t-shirt. If you just wanted the front left chest or front right chest, I guess you could use. If you pull this down a little bit, you're going to see these options. So we're going to go to right chest. And then we're going to add the design from the mobile phone. Or no, not the one for the mobile phone, but the original one that we used for the website. If you saw the previous tutorials, we'll go to choose file. So there's the, oh, here, this is the original one that we used, right? No, it isn't. You can tell by the size. So that's 97 by 144. So we're going to use that. There it shows your picture. You see how small it is? I own this, yes. And front right chest, why did I do that? Front left chest, I was wondering why it was. So this is what I was talking about. So I have that zoomed in to the front left chest, and this is your graphic, this thing. So if you made it that big, no problem. It'd be silly, but you could do it. And it said, yeah, quality's good. So then you come in here and you say, oh, I need to make that bigger. Well, as soon as you start stretching it, it's going to give you an error saying that this image has been resized to the point where it may appear blurred. Because you upload an image that's really low resolution. And the only way to get it look good is it's going to have to be that size. So obviously that ain't going to work. So we're going to delete that. And now we'll go and put in our good one. And it'll automatically make it the proper size that'll fit in this space. We'll zoom out. There you go. Now it looks good. Quality's good. It's within the lines. Everything's good. Front left chest. So we'll go save and continue. Again, put your name. Make sure you do a name. Good description, whether you use ChatGPT or whatever. I'm not going to put anything in here because this will probably get deleted. And just make sure you don't be lazy and put the stuff in there. Again, take this off so people don't make changes. Save and continue. This time what we're going to do is we're going to add a few products. Not too many. We'll do a ladies shirt. I don't know, maybe a hat. No, we'll just do that. In here this is where you're going to select the colors of the products that you're putting up. Also, you're going to select the default color. So what was that? It's like a greenish yellow. So if you select that, all colors, you can deselect them all. Let's just say she only selling white. No. Well, her website's black, so we'll just say only selling black shirts. But let's say she wasn't selling black shirts. If you select the color, any one of these colors, it'll make that the default color on your website. So keep that in mind. Yeah, and it won't let you take it off unless you change the default color. So we're only going to sell black. Deselect all. Deselect all. Okay. Save and continue. Continue. So you'll want to go through each one of those, you might edit the description, edit the price as I showed you how to do, remember? And this is where you select if you have a feature, have it as featured, cost. So remember, unmark that. And I'm going to sell this for $24.99. Okay, and you'll go through and do that for all of them, obviously. All right, now let's go back and view what we've done here. So go to view the store. Again, we removed that widget down here that used to show, I forget it was like latest products or something. We removed that. So we'll go to their actual merch store. And now she has products up on her store. And has the price. You can decide how you set this widget up. Whether you want the price, and if you want to add to cart, or you want the name, or whatever it is that you want. You can put the sizes here. You can put the colors available here, whatever you want. So when somebody comes to this store, they're going to select the product. They're going to select a size. And they would select a color, but obviously Tatiana is only selling black, so. And then add to cart, and that's it. Pretty straightforward. So I hope that helps. Sorry about the issues with the template, but if you do the template and try and get it at least 3600, and like I say, squish that artboard in nice and close to your graphic when you're all done, and then make sure you remove the background off the artboard. You can leave the background right on to the very, very end, but before you download it, make sure you delete it. And then what I do always, just in case, is before I export it, and I select remove background. Okay, I hope that helps. Thanks.